Hi friends. Yeah, again with the specs. My eyes were getting strained because I thought I would just make one video. But like I said that the audio was not there in that video. So I have to make another one. And I was getting really tired. Some of you maybe like it's just a video. What's what is making you tired about it? These are very emotional issues. And emotionally we can get so exhausted. Emotional exhaustion is a real thing. It can make you physically exhausted if not addressed. Physically sick also. Something that happened to me. I'm not going to um, share that right now. So I'm tired, so I may fumble a little while speaking, so please bear with me. um, like I said, I am going to cover few social issues that impact a lot of people's mental health and physical health also, because once your mental health gets affected, your physical health starts going down. So that's why I wanted to cover these few topics first. I'm saying it again, if you have not watched the earlier videos, to give a reference. So it's about the video that I have posted um, just yesterday. I made it few days ago. Like I had been making videos and I was like, once I get once I get better, I will start posting them. So I have to now, um, and in a lot of ways, I have to remake the videos because there are a lot of videos that have a lot of point in them, really good point. But then I was so emotional at that time. I was going through a lot of things, and I have got a better control on my emotions now. So I think first I was thinking I would post them, but then I think maybe I should re-record them. I'm just this back and forth, this dance is going on in my mind whether I should or not, but that's a different thing. Right now, yeah, I was saying I posted a video about uh, the divorce and the divorce thing and the judgment that women and a lot of men also face in India. It's mostly women who face a lot of judgment against divorce. So I have shared in the video that I was very angry in that video. I'm sorry about that. But like I said, sometimes you have to be angry. You should know when to be angry, when to remain calm. So in that video, I was like really emotional and I was very angry. So I'm sorry about that if it's triggering something. But yeah, the woman who said that I should be poisoned, who told my mother that I should be poisoned because I had decided to take a divorce. So something happened today. Even after that, like when she had said that, by by that time also I was in a way being a people pleaser only. Like I was learning to stand up for myself also, and these two personalities were there. Like a new personality was emerging. In a way, I was learning to speak up for myself, and there was the old personality who was comfortable in people pleasing. So you have to be patient with yourself when something like that goes on. So I was like, once she said that to my mother, I should have stopped talking to her altogether. And I will tell you why. Not just I should have gone and kind of, fought with her, or I should have gone and told her. How how could you say that to somebody's mother? Would you do that to your own daughter? How can you say to somebody that you should poison your daughter because she has decided to take a divorce? Do you even take responsibility for that? If the parents disown the daughter because they get affected by your words, you know. But I didn't, I was like, I didn't think much of it. I was angry for a while. Oh, I'm getting angry. Just a second. Yeah, sorry about that. I got carried away. So, I was still polite with her and everything. And I would always greet her whenever she is a neighbor. And her daughter, she is lovely. She is an amazing kid. And I thank God that she didn't take after her mother. Otherwise, the world would have been a far worse place. And I'm not saying it as a joke. People do need to take responsibility for their actions. They do need to see what they are doing, what they're saying, how it is affecting others also. You know, I'm not talking about uh, having a self respect or setting up healthy boundaries. I'm talking about people who just go on spreading negativity and ruining other people's life without even batting an eye, you know. And when something happens to that person who they in a way put into that situation, these are the people who would say, see, I always knew she or he would do, who would end up doing that. So don't go on people pleasing. These people don't have your back, because I have seen by experience now that some people, and now it is not venting, it is an observation. This is what I wanted to share. Some people only feel that they are worth anything by tearing others down. When they can bring somebody else's morale down, then they feel they are worthy of something. Because, and I say, scale up. If you think somebody as a threat, if you think somebody is better than you, I'm not talking about me, you know, or that I'm better than anybody, or that notion has long lost my mind. But if something is evil, I would call it evil. The thing is, if you feel threatened, you know, um, then scale up, change your behavior. If you're jealous of somebody, scale up, level up. But that doesn't require work. That requires work, a lot of hard work and introspection. Judging somebody, shaming somebody doesn't require work. So there are so many people who go on spreading negativity like it's their right, not even thinking what their words, their actions are doing to other people. So my mistake here was, when I heard that she had said that, I had the responsibility of not to talk to her or to go and not start a fight, but politely tell her, how dare you say this kind of a things. Because if she has said that to my mother, it's not just about one lady. I'm giving you an example, you know, because if she has done that to me, she would have given this kind of advice to so many people, because it's their habit. And but but I was like polite and everything. And today it was like an eye-opening moment again. So I didn't see her daughter for a long time. So like I'm really fond of that kid. She's married and she's not that old. I mean, I will not disclose her age. She is of legal age, but I still think it's like, you know. But when she was going to get married, she would give my mother so much grief, and me, why are you here? Why are you not in your marital home? Again, it's not, I'm not ranting. I have a point here. I'll tell you. Please bear with me. So she would give so much of grief to my mother, and to me also so much. Why are you not in your marital home? Like I was living in her home. So when her daughter was going to get married, First, I was like, she's so young. Why are you getting her married off? Then she was like, we got a good guy. And I was like, then she's going to leave, right? I'm going to miss her. And I was sincere about that. I would have missed her. Like all the girls in the neighborhood, they're really sweet. Few of them have horrible mothers, like this woman. Um, and few mothers are like really nice, really really nice. So there are a lot of people who don't talk to her, and there are a lot of women who flock around her. So I was like, I'll miss her when she leaves. She became furious. This happened a long ago. I'm like 2 years ago. Why would she leave? The guy would come and stay with us. She's my only child. How can I, send her to her in-laws' place? The guy would come and live with us. And I didn't tell it on her face, but I was thinking in my mind, when I was here, you know, like when I am here, you keep giving my mother so much grief. And when it comes to your daughter, your tone changes, your mindset changes, everything changes. And you go around, in a way, lighting fire in other people's house and lives. That was, it's bigotry. Like, and and there are people who, once it comes to their attention, they change their behavior. And there are people who don't learn, who do not learn, who only feel good by tearing others down. When someone is suffering, they feel happy. I don't know how is that possible, but that I have been facing it every day, so I know that. So I'm admitting my mistake. I should have stopped talking to her. That would have, because one or the other day she would have asked my mother, why is she not talking to me anymore? She had been so polite and so nice to me always. Then my mother would have had the chance to tell her that you advise me to give her poison and you expect that she would come and talk to you. That would have sent some kind of message to her. But now it's too late. So I wanted to bring awareness around this, that sometimes we ignorantly encourage evil, you know. And what was the eye-opening moment? I'll tell you. When I saw her daughter today, I had not seen her for a long time. So I was like, hey, where were you? So it's like the house is not very far, but the wind was blowing very hard today. So what she was replying, I could not hear. And I think it's good. I believe in life, like, life teaches you in ways if you're ready to learn. The wind was blowing hard. It was like life's way of like, come and see what what you're doing wrong. You think you have got it all figured out, you know. So again, she would say something, and I would be like, I can't hear you. Then I thought I would go there, and then I went there, and mostly I didn't go inside. There was no need. We could just I just wanted to know that is she well or not, because I had not seen her for so long. So I went there. We talked through the boundary. I found no need to go inside and all. And she said I had gone to some other city and all, and I stopped there because it was not my business to know why she went to another city. This is what we do wrong so many times. All I wanted to know is, was she well? Where was she? Because I hadn't seen her for a long time. And then I saw her mother was sitting there. And for this past few years after that incident, she had been quite nice, but I realized it was all an act. It was just a way to get into your business, just for gossip. Because she gave me such an expression of hate. I said like namaste auntie and everything like we do in India. We say hello and all everything, but in small cities it is still. And it's like when she replied, it was like she was in so much pain. That's how her reply was. I've started taking these things with a little bit of salt in a way, in a funny way, but these things are not funny to everybody. This can be very detrimental to people. So it was like just replying was so difficult to her. And I was like, okay. And there was this expression of hate on her. And I knew, like I said, I have started observing and not denying what I see. It was because for all this year, for all the 4 years that I have been here, I shrank myself like anything. I would always dress in black. I love black, but I would always be dressed in black in a way so that I don't get judged or attacked. And I would always keep my hair tied up, and I would not, I would dare not apply any makeup on my face. And I'm not saying that you should be applying makeup or anything like that. To each their own, you know. I like it. It's not that I remain like this all the time. It's just for the purpose of making videos. I kind of um, do this, and I like it also. So, but I make the videos right now. I'm making it in the afternoon, but mostly I make the videos in the night, late at night, because, like I said, I have a very hostile environment. I live in a very hostile environment. My space is safe, but once I step out of this space, it's very hostile. Again, I'm not ranting about my sister in law. Today, also, again, she proved that. Um, that's what I'm saying, that some people can't feel better or to feel superior. They think they need to bring other people down, they think they need to tear others down. And in that, uh, and in doing that, they do so much damage, so much damage. I have shared in the videos titled Protect Your Loved Ones. Because of her jealousy, she almost killed my father, and I became the weapon. When you'll watch the video, you will see. I'm the kind of people who believes in forgiving. But now I will forgive you, but you will not get entry into my life. I will see your behavior. And that also, you can't fool me with your behavior, you know, because some or the other time you slip up. If you are faking it, you will slip up. So these people, they have no chance of getting back into my life anymore. And she doesn't even try to hide it. And I don't even care. But what I'm saying is, there are people who are so terrible, they don't even care what their behavior, their greed, and their ego is going to do to somebody and their family. This is her family. She doesn't care that this is her family. It is so evident in her behavior. But that's another thing. It was like, uh, why she had the hateful expression on her face was, like I said, I was so scared that I'll be like, you know, I was being judged. I was not scared initially, but then I was like, why raise controversy and all? And I was getting very oppressed from my sister-in-law. It's like she just couldn't see me happy, and I was not happy. I was faking it so that my parents could feel comfortable. So that also she would try to, you know, kind of stomp over. Like somehow I should always be down. I should always be crying, and the more I cried, the more I would hear laughter. So that's when I had decided that I would not ignore the signs, but to maintain peace. And I didn't want to put my parents through these difficulties of choosing, I would keep it to myself mostly. And yeah, first I'll come to why the hate, why there was so much hate on her face. It was because I had shrank myself because I was scared of my sister-in-law. No, this is related. Yeah, yeah. I'll tell this first. So I started kind of shrinking completely, um, and sometimes when I would wake up, I would I needed a lot of rest. I was under a lot of mental duress of um, and physical problems also. So I will share the tip. I would wake up late and I would stay in my bed for some time. So nobody knew that I was awake. So I would hear what was going on. Not that I was eavesdropping or anything. I will share why you need to sometimes just feel like you can just lie in your bed. mm, why make you wait? I'll share it. um, why make another uh, why make you wait for another video for that? It gives the body signal that yeah, you can relax. If you just wake up and you're like, oh my god, I have to just do this and that, it sends the brain and body the signal that they are in threat or they are in survival mode, or there is something to worry about. But when you sleep relaxed, when you wake up relaxed, and your body gets the signal like, yeah, it's okay to relax, there is nothing to worry about, there is no threat. So I would wake up and I would kind of um, try to convince myself and my body I'm safe, it's okay. And I'm uh, affirmations help a lot. I will use some affirmations, but mostly affirmations also are about feeling what you're saying. Just saying them doesn't make them work. If you're saying I'm feeling better when you're not feeling better, you have to make your body believe that you are feeling better. You have to make your mind believe, your brain believe you're feeling better. So I would just lay down in my bed and I would stay there till I start feeling like, yeah, I'm feeling a little better. So I would listen. Sometimes I would wake up and I would feel like I am talking. It's just that the voice was different. So the more I noticed it, I saw she would try to mimic me in a way. She would try to imitate me um, when I was not around. And when I was not around, she was the happiest then. I, there was so much joy in her voice, and it would be like I am talking. Like she was, it means she was picking up, and which is a very good thing. But like I said, some people don't feel superior until they tear somebody down. So the moment she will see me, she will turn back to the person she has always been. So there came a time, I will tell you, that I was like, when I'm not around, she's so happy and she behaves so well. Her behavior completely changes. It may be manipulation also, I don't know. So I was like, I should leave. I had no idea where I will go. I had no place to go. And like I said, I was sick and everything. But I was like, for my parents' sake, I can do this. I should go somewhere. I should leave so that if, this is good for my nephew also. If she behaves in a polished way, I'm not saying I'm very polished or anything, but if she behaves in a better way around my nephew also, it is good for my nephew, it is good for my parents. I should leave. Anyways, she was trying to erase my existence, but I had all the intention of leaving. So I even packed, I was at one point of time packing my bags also, and I had no idea where I would go. I was just like, God, lead me. I can't take this anymore, and I want my parents to be happy. And I not being here, if it makes her a better person, she's imitating me. Let her imitate me. Please make her a better person and show me where to go. Help me. But God wouldn't let it. How can God, I keep ending up talking about God, but it's like just, it didn't happen. I couldn't go. I was very sick. So the moment she would see me, she would become again her this very difficult person, and she would talk in a way that is very detrimental. And she talked to everybody like that, not to her parents or her sisters. And I don't know why my brother and my father and my mother were taking that. My mother, she, because she wants to, like, maintain peace at any cost, like I used to be. My father, maybe because he was so tired of dealing with all this, this he had been taking up responsibilities for so long, he was tired. But sorry, however hard you tried to teach her, she would not. That, don't talk like this. Use better words, and don't talk to, especially with my mother, she would talk in a certain way. And I had stopped interfering long back. But then, when my brother would also tell her not to talk in a certain way, she would snap at my brother also, like, this is how I talk. So, but I would not, because for every time in a day, how many times you are going to fight with somebody? So I would see, the more I was suffering, the more I was going into depression, the more I was crying, the happier she was. And when I was not around, in a way, when I was not in front of her, and she would think that I'm sleeping or I don't hear her, she would imitate like she's me. So that is the kind of hateful environment I live in still. And I'm sharing this only because, again, I'm telling you, when the real healing starts, you have to face everything, you have to see, you know. So, like there was a time I was able to give up my life for my parents. I was like, God, take away this life if it makes life easier for my parents, and if it makes her a better person, take this life away. But God didn't. God was always a protector. God is always a protector for me. So it's all about faith. I'm not pushing this idea upon anybody. I'm just telling you my circumstances. So still now also that I have a separate portion. So she can't hear me, but I can hear her because I'm not loud like that. Uh, I'm not judging her character about being loud or anything. Um, I'm just telling you that I can hear. Sometimes I'll wake up and it's like I am talking, and it's just that the voice would be different. And I'm like, yeah, she's doing that again. Let her do it, because I'm like, I have cut all ties with them, and I'm like, do whatever you feel like doing. But sometimes I like, in jokes, in a way, I live in my portion alone, and I love the solitude right now because I require it. And my parents, they have access, and like, they don't have my permission. They have access, they don't have my permission to enter, and I can enter anywhere. That I established, but I don't prefer to go there because the vibe is so hostile, so I don't. So my mother is always around. My father, like I said, my relationship with my father is improving. Had anything happened to my father, I don't know, I would not have thought about anything. Like I said, we all have the capacity to bring down hell or heaven. We have to make the choice. And I chose never to bring hell down until it is so required, until it is the only option. So like, my father and my relationship, it's healing now. So he sometimes comes up, but he makes sure that I am well provided for and everything. He comes in and he would just see that if I'm okay or not. And I don't push, like I said. I'm letting the relationship heal in its own pace. And when I see him smiling now and dressing up nicely again and everything, I'm like so thankful to God. So thankful to God that, I mean, I can't describe it. Yeah. And this one person, because of jealousy, she could have ruined this whole family. Because of jealousy, because she wanted all the authority and everything, because she wanted everybody under her thumb. So there are people like that who don't consider family, who don't consider anybody's feelings. What they don't realize it, ultimately it is all coming back to you only. Whatever we send out in the world, it comes back to us thousand folds. So that's a different thing. Like I'm saying, I'm going to start a channel on spirituality again, you know. So I'm not making a commitment, because if I make a commitment, I keep it. So God, I'm not making a commitment, I'm just thinking about it. So there was this hate in on their aunt's face. And yeah, when I got up today, I got the call that I had ordered something and it had arrived. So I got a call, Didi, आपका सामान आ गया है. Didi, sister, your thing has arrived. Come and collect it. So this delivery executives, they are like younger brothers to me. So, and if I ask them to wait, they will wait. And if they have some urgent work, they will be like, Didi, we will, while coming back, we will drop your parcel. Is that okay if it is going to take time? I'll be like, yeah, perfectly fine. So strangers have treated me better. They still, strangers have, they do treat me better than these people. So when I was going to collect my parcel, the front yard, we have one front yard. The backyard has been divided into two. I have my own portion, and so I went to collect the parcel, and I saw she was sitting there. First, something inside me was scared and didn't want to see her. I have made a video on inner child, and I would request you to please, please, please watch that. I'm daring to share that. I was very emotional in that, but still, I'm daring to share that because that is so important. So, something inside me was scared. I had to remind myself there is nothing to be scared about. I told myself, God, I'm surrounded in light and love, and no amount of hate can affect me. I had to use this affirmation, this work. So I walked right past. her, and I took my parcel and I spoke with the delivery boy for some time. Then this happened. I went and talked to the a girl, and I saw her mother's expression. It was because ever since I started making these videos, ever since I decided I'm not going to shrink down, I started showing up in better clothes, taking care of myself better. And I had no idea she couldn't take it, like my sister in law couldn't take it. And initially, my sister in law would go and sit with the lady for a very, very long time. And I don't know what she was teaching to her. So that's why I keep saying, like, people should think very hard before um, advising anything to anybody, advising anything ill. You know what is ill, you know what is evil. When you are telling somebody poison your daughter because she wants to take a divorce, of course it is evil. So I knew. So, like I said, I make the videos late at night because I don't get disturbed that time. And these people, they don't consider if I'm working, and I don't tell them also because they will sabotage it. That is also one very important lesson. It's not out of fear, but you have to use your brain also, because if they get even a whip of what I'm doing, they will do everything in their power to sabotage it. So, like I said in one of the videos, protect what you love, remain quiet if you have to, and let the results speak for them. And I'm not doing this to prove anything to anybody. I'm doing this because I made a promise to myself, and whole, I can see so many people suffering. So, yeah. So, when I make the videos late at night, however hard you wash your face, you just can't scrub it like, you know, you gently wash your face. So the lipstick stains don't go easily, and I apply the kajal or kohl again because it is very soothing to the eyes. Again, I'm not advising you to go do that because somebody might be allergic to it. So when I would wake up now, it shows on my face, right? Some tint, and anyways, the kajal or kohl, as we say, it shows. She had been noticing it, and I had no idea. That's why she had so much hate on her face. Like like I said, I can see people's intention now when people, by the way they look at it, even if they try to hide it, because for so long I had willingly ignored the signs, willingly ignored what I was capable of doing. I can do this. It was like she couldn't handle it. She was, I think she was thinking, you are divorced, you're dependent on your parents. What give you the right to look pretty, or something like that? I'm not saying I'm pretty or like that, even trying to look pretty. It's not that I'm trying to look pretty, but taking care of yourself is necessary. And I'm not saying everybody should go on applying makeup or things like that. No, everyone is beautiful in their own way. We need to own those parts of us. This is, I like this. That's why I do it. Not that I stay like this all the time, it is uncomfortable. I like being simple. So after the videos, I will wipe and I'll be back into this simple, relaxed state. I'm still relaxed. I'm sitting on the floor. I've shared the earlier video that I shared. Why sitting on the floor is relaxing to me. So, yeah, it was like, and then I was like, I did not react. But then I realized my mistake. It was like life was teaching me, see, you thought she has changed. You were giving her, what signal were you giving her? It's like life has become my other mother. God, life, they all reparented me. So, not that life has become my other mother, she is my other mother, Mother Earth is my mother, but then I'm not starting that. So it was like life was telling me, see, you thought she has changed, and you put yourself in harm's way again by trusting her. You would always go greet her, you know. What message were you giving her? So I was thinking to myself, after she said that I should be poisoned, and still I was being polite with her, the message I was giving her was her behavior was right. Either I should have gone and told her, do you think it is right, politely, respectfully. I'm not saying that you should, and I don't want to be, I can't be disrespectful until I am very, very, in a way, instigated. Still, I try not to be. But I should have told her or asked her, how can you advise something like that to somebody's mother? Would you do this to your daughter? That would have given her some message to not do this to others also. That was my first mistake. Second was either then, or I should have stopped talking to her. She would have gotten the message somehow or the other. Or she would have asked me, why don't you talk to me? I would have told her, you advised my mother to give me poison and you expect me to talk to you. Where does it make sense? And I would have been glad if she would have asked my mother, because if she had asked me for the right reasons, when I get angry, I can be angry. So I'm learning to get it under control. So that's what she couldn't bear. And life showed me, see, it's okay to forgive, you know, but forgiving doesn't mean you will give these people entry into your life again and you will not check their behavior. You will just take their words for it. Even if somebody comes and apologizes, like these people have not apologized also. They act like they are doing something very good. Again, I'm not venting. There are people everywhere who go on spreading such evil things, and they have not even an ounce of self-awareness or guilt, like what they're doing, you know. So it was like life's way of telling me, you are so big on like we should forgive people, but when you see repeatedly that somebody's behavior is not changing, you may forgive them, but keep your distance. And if there is a constructive way of showing that their behavior is very destructive to others, do it. If not, life will handle it, I know. But if it is in your hand, like if it's in my hand or in your hand, we can do something about it. For that instance, now it's too late. I can't do that. So I have left it upon life, because I don't want her to just go on spreading this kind of thing. Because I saw she is still very hateful. She pretended to be nice. So, and I have left it on life. It doesn't mean that, I want something bad happen to her. No. But life has a way of teaching us things. So, that's what I wanted to say. If you have been into some kind of an abuse, I think I should say trigger warning when I use this word abuse. So, trigger warning, abuse. In my earlier videos, I have not used this word. Like I said, I'm new to this and I have not a lot of idea about it. So, please excuse me and tell me there are things that I if I need to include um, for legality purpose, or for whatever is useful. I'm asking you to teach me that. So rather than people's words, Words are very powerful, I know, but when they are being used for manipulation, please, please, please use your discretion. Look at people's actions. Look at people's action. Just don't look, just don't take them on face value. Just don't take them on their kind of, what they're saying. Because, again, trigger warning, if somebody has abused you, they might even not be done, and they would come back when they say that you are, when they see that you have gotten back up to tear you down with the pretense that they care, and there will be a fake sorry and apology. And now I have learned to see through fake apologies and all, but then I was thinking I've completely learned. That's why life had to show me, go and see how much you have, how much you have yet to learn. So, and yeah, so I have seen it so many times. There is one another video that I have like I made a video about it, where I was aware for a time that don't look at people's words, look at their behavior, how they're showing up, and if somebody is being fake, they will slip up. Don't give them entry until you are 1,000% sure. And I would rather say, who have continuously hurt you, never give them entry. Forgive them if you can, but don't give them entry or access to you. So that's what I wanted to say. Sorry. Shay is a name of the person, some girl I really appreciate. So it came out at Shay. So yeah, don't give them entry into your life. And like I said, life does help you. So I was playing with my nephew, and I was praying to God, I don't want to see her when I went back inside. Again, I was like, I had some work, so I had to come inside. I was like, I'm surrounded by love and light. No hate can penetrate that shield. No hate can touch me. And you have to believe that. You have to keep reminding that. And when we were behind the tree, and my nephew, when I came at the front, this nightmare was gone. I'm calling her a nightmare, and I'm not even sorry about it. Oh, so she was gone. That showed me that she has not changed, that she has not an ounce of a regret, that she will still hurt me if she gets the chance. But I'm ready. I'm ready if she wants to. Not that I want it to happen. I don't want it to happen. I don't want to put my parents through distress or myself through distress. It's worthless. I don't believe in revenge. I do believe in justice, but I don't believe in revenge or in unnecessarily stirring up the pot or anything like that. So, but she was gone. Um, so I was like, oh, thank you, God, thank you, God, thank you, life. And then I came to my room, and I thought I should make a video about this, because we get fooled so many times that somebody has changed. I'll not make it long. It is already long. Just one line. Like, I was being fooled in my marriage. I kept thinking, yeah, this guy that I'm married to has changed, has changed, has changed. He was becoming more and more dangerous. So please look at people, and the signs were evident in front of me. I was not seeing them willingly. So please use your discretion. Again, trigger warning, people who have abused you, hurt you again and again, do not trust them. Do not give them a chance to hurt you again. Protect yourself. There is nothing wrong in that. That's what I wanted to say. Good luck, guys.